backstage, and we would be like, all right, dude, you take it from that side, I'm gonna take it from this side, and no, Shawn, you were small, so you get in front of him and block every freaking post on the post.
We'll push him over.
Let's just try to give him hell. But yeah, man, we really would do that. But Dorian Yates he's the reason why Kevin Levrone even exists today, because he pushed the bar for me. And I want to say thank you, brother, because you're a fierce competitor, and that's something that the sport really does miss today.
Well, you know, thanks. Well, I look at it like this, you know, like you're only as good as the guys that you beat, right? And I believe that period in the 90s was the most competitive period. I mean, all the guys I've beaten, you're all legends in your own right, you know? So, thanks, man. I mean, you know, you got Kevin Levrone, Shawn Ray, Flex Wheeler, NASA, Paul Dillette. I mean, that was a depth of competitors where if you were off, there's 5 or 6 guys there that, you know, can whip your ass if you're not careful. Now it seems that there's always like maybe 2 guys, 2 or 3 guys that can be competitive, where on that day it could have been anybody. As far as you finished second to me, Kevin, you finished second to me, Shawn finished second to me, Flex finished second to me, and NASA finished second to me. So there's all those guys that could have at some point taken me down. You know?
Well, we know we're getting old, we just keep reminiscing about the 90s. Who's got a question? I'm going to be working my way around with Mike.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Guys, you're obviously all legends yourself from the 90s. I'd like to ask, the physiques that you looked up to, like maybe the likes of Frank Zane, Arnold Schwarzenegger, do you prefer their type of physiques to the ones nowadays of like Kai Green, Ronnie Coleman?
Are you addressing that to me?
To all of you.
Okay. The guys that I looked up to, actually, when I was starting, I mean, Arnold was before me, so Arnold's Arnold, and I saw Pumping Iron, and, you know, Arnold's great and everything, but it was a little later when I came into it, and the guys that I admired, maybe that's why I kind of went that route, were the guys who were very massive and powerful and strong. Tom Platz, I mean, he came over here and did seminars. Tom Platz was phenomenally popular because of his personality as well, and his like passion and enthusiasm for the sport. And I think that's something that I don't really feel it anymore. You know, I don't hear that passion. I saw Tom Platz do a seminar, and he said, you know, my goal with my physique is not to be nice and pretty and like Frank Zane. I want to walk out on that stage, and I want those judges to sit there and just drop their pencils and go, holy shit, what the hell is that? I just want to freak them out, you know, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. You know, I didn't like want a beach body or anything like that. I wanted to just be as big and as strong and as take this thing. How far can I take this thing? You know, it's like, you know, if you're a sprinter, you want to run as fast as you can. If you're a bodybuilder, you want to be as big and strong and as ripped and as freaky as you can, man, you know, within reason. You know, people say, oh, Dorian, you're a mass monster. You spoiled bodybuilding. You started this whole trend of guys being all big and too big and everything. But if you take a look at what I did, and when I got ready for a contest, I could have actually competed at the Olympia 10 or 15 pounds heavier easily. If you look at pictures of me from 6 or 7 weeks out, I think my condition is as good as or better than the guys bring on stage right now. But I wasn't in that mindset. I was like, I want to be as big as possible, but with the conditioning of a lightweight. You know, that's what I wanted to be ripped as possible and as big as possible as well. So I actually sacrificed some size to come in for the contest, as ripped as possible. So the guys that I looked up to was Tom Platz, Casey Viator, if anyone's heard of him, Mike Mensa, Tim Ballet. These guys that were just thick and strong and freaky, and you know, that's what I wanted to do. So